For now, we are going to be talking to Sharon Castle, who is here on the couch, with our coachee, Janine. Welcome, ladies.
Hello, nice to be here again.
Fantastic. Can you just motivate and serenade us this morning?
I don't know about the serenading, not much of a singer, but we'll try with the inspiration and the motivation.
I love that.
Yeah, you know, we've been so blessed to being able to bring some guests along. And this morning I've got Janine with me, who's one of my coaches on the Mindfit Coaching Academy program.
Yeah.
And we're going to just be talking about something that feels quite good to talk about, and that's about being busy.
Yeah.
Janine is a very busy woman. She's a wife and a mother. She has a sideline business, and she's got another business, and she's trying to become a life coach. Well, trying is probably not the right word. She is halfway to becoming a life coach. And I wanted to talk about being enough. You know, so I've looked at Janine, and why I wanted to invite her here today is like, Janine, is it not enough for you to be all of these things? What is it that inspired you to become a life coach?
Well, Sharon, yes, my life is quite busy, but personal development has always been near to my heart. My philosophy in life is to add value to every life I touch. That brings me pure joy. Obviously, we have to be busy, we have to generate an income for our family, but I believe in having passion projects, which brings you pure joy. And I've done multiple courses with you, all about the mind, and I've always been drawn to your teachings. And when you said you're going to do the Mindfit Coaching Academy, it was an absolute no-brainer. For me, adding value to people's life, making a difference has been something that's been a part of my life since I've been quite young. People have always naturally come to me if they seek any form of guidance or help. So it was just the next natural step for me to become an accredited life coach. And the Mindfit Academy was just something, it was the missing link for me. The principles that are taught in the Mindfit Academy are so simple. Everyone thinks personal development is so serious, and it's just, you know, you have to learn about all these different hectic philosophies, but it's actually so simple. And when I started doing the course, we did a workshop for 3 days, I just had that aha moment where I could actually go, hang on, this is so simple, you know? And something else that it's taught me is, by being busy, we've been conditioned to be in a state of stress, anxiety, and worry. If you're not worrying, then you're not normal.
Yeah.
But what we've learned in this coaching academy is that you have to operate from a state of calm.
Right.
Imagine that. You can be busy,
Yeah.
but you need to be calm, because that's where the creativity and the magic happens.
Wow, Janine, I love the way that you've said that one. That's true, because we've seen when you're in a state of stress, you can't think clearly.
No, you can't.
And that's when you start making mistakes and you can't find solutions to problems. And you know, that brings me back to that, you know, you are enough. Imagine what would happen if you woke up every single day and you said, I'm enough. Wow. Imagine what would fall away if you stopped worrying about what other people might think, and you stopped being so stressed about what you have to do, and you just came from a place of complete relax and calm. Because when you're in that state, you can find the solutions, because then all of the capacity to think, your cognitive function really kicks in, rather than you being in a state of stress. So, you know, I love the idea of getting up in the morning and just saying to yourself, wow, I'm not perfect, because perfect means, no, that's not enough. I'm enough, I'm human. And in my humanity and in my spirituality, because the two you cannot separate, when those two are working in sync together, you have the magic formula. And simply knowing that the way you think, number one, is going to create the way that you feel. And your feelings are kind of like your barometer, it's your indicator to help you to know the state of mind that you are functioning in. And I'm sure any professional will tell you that when they are, you know, in the state of stress and anxiety, it's kind of like, oh my word, what next? What do I do now? And there's just no oxygen going into the brain. And the minute you take a breath, you just step away, just for a moment, the wisdom flows out of you. Now, most people think that's something that you have to find. There's a place to go to. But I'm here to tell you today that there's nowhere to get to. You are already exactly who you need to be. You are already enough.
Wow.
There's no destination.
Yeah.
This is it right here, right now. And when you take that on, it kind of feels like there's this relaxed way of being, because you're not trying to be anything else. You know, if you're trying to be something that you've seen out there, it means you're going to be the worst version of something else. Why not be the best version of yourself?
Wow, I like that.
Yeah. You know, and the best version of yourself is with everything that's already happened to you. All of those things have been conducive. They have been the very things that have brought you to this place.
Wow.
And it means that that path, that journey that you've taken has been exactly in divine right perfection. Now, a lot of people will hear that and say, yeah, but I've got to get there and I've got to do this and I've got to study that. That's okay.
Yeah.
But do it from a place of calm, because that way you're not trying to overstep your wisdom that's trying to guide you. Your wisdom will nudge you. You'll take a path and you'll say, I feel like I want to go down this path. And when you get on the path and it's not quite right, you'll know.
Yeah.
But you've got to get on the path.
Of course.
So, you know, it's not really up to you, but it's also not up to you. You've got to listen for the wisdom.
Yeah.
That can only come when you're quiet and when you're calm.
Wow.
And then when it comes, you take that step, and if it feels good, you take the next step, because you can only just take one step at a time.
Yeah.
All you really have is now.
Yeah.
You don't have the next moment. You don't have tomorrow. You've got now. Yes, you can set some goals, you can have that direction, but there's nothing more you can do except with what you have right here, right now. And if you take that on in a calm space and in a very kind way to yourself, with being enough, with exactly who you are now, the world really opens up to you. And it sounds so cliched, but it's the truth. Because if you, with your limited humanity, are trying to think what it is you need to do next, the limits will keep you there. But if you open up to the wisdom that can come through you, which is always there 24/7,
Yeah.
never goes away, you might shut it out, but it never shuts you out.
Wow.
And what you are looking for is looking for you.
And I just love what you're saying. It makes so much sense. And as you're speaking, I'm actually receiving the calmness myself, and I'm breathing slowly, and everything is starting to be clear, normal, and I think that's fantastic.
Yeah. So it is a feeling.
Yeah.
You've hit the nail on the head. It's not the way you're thinking. Sometimes your thoughts are not right.
Yeah.
Don't trust them.
Yeah.
They will lie to you, because that's the programming.
Yeah.
But the feelings will give you the indication of what's going on. So in other words, if you're driving your car and there's a little light flashing, you look at the light, you check it out, and you see, oh, I need fuel, I need oil.
Yeah.
You don't cover it up and say, no, I'll be fine, I'm just carrying on.
Yeah.
You've got to take note, because if you don't, you're going to get stuck.
Wow.
Same with life. There's a little indication, and it's the feeling that tells you, oh, this is the quality of my thinking. I'm not this, I'm not that. That's the quality of your thinking. And that's the way you're going to show up in the world.
Wow.
So once you've got that right, honestly, the rest is so simple. That's the key.
Wow.
The way you are feeling is the indicator of what you are thinking, and nothing else. It's inside out, this way. If you're looking out there and thinking, that's got to be better for me to feel better, that's when you get into trouble.
Well, ladies, thank you very much for that. And I'm telling you, Sharon, what you're saying actually works. I'm calmer now. You know, everything has become clear. Thank you very much for those words. Thank you for coming through, Janine, as well. Well, ladies, it's really been an eye-opener for me.